next question 5a. Let me write the question down. Survey was conducted among 48 persons to find what mobile network they used. So this is the data. Okay, so let me draw the table. So you have four service providers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is mobile network and number of people or persons. So you have a service provider called Vertex and 20 people are using. Next is DigiLec, 12 people are using. Next is Ophone, 10 people are using, and others 6 people are using. Now we are asked to draw the pie chart. Okay, so with regard to percentage we have to do that. So let's see how to do that. Okay, so first let me draw the circle. Okay, so this is the first step. So this is actually a complete pie. So with that being got, we will have to first calculate the percentages. So totally we have 48. Okay, so percentage of WT users, this is going to be equal to number of people divided by 48 times 100. So 2 divides your 10 times, 2 divides your 24 times, and 2 divides your 5 times, 2 divides your 12 times, and 4 divides your 3 times, 4 divides your 25 times. So you have 25, 5 5s are 25, 2 5 2s are 10, 11, 12 divided by 3. Now this is going to be approximately equal to 41.7%. Now we need to convert this into degrees, angles in fact. So for that we have to use this formula. Angle is equal to percentage divided by 100 multiplied with 360. So if you were to do that, this is approximately equal to 150.12 degrees. Now having mentioned this, there is an easier way to get the angles for the pi. So what is that going to be? For that, what we need to do is, so this is going to be the rule. Percentage of WT users is equal to 20 over total number of users 48 multiplied with 360 degrees. So I can use 2 or 4. Okay, 4 divides 20 5 times, 4 divides 48 12 times. Now 6 divides 12 2 times, 6 divides 360 60 times, 2 divides 60 30 times. So you have 5 multiplied with 30, which is going to be 150 degrees. So this method clearly gives us a complete number, whereas extracting the percentage and then making the conversion, we are actually getting 150.12 degrees. Of course, since there are multiple conversions involved, definitely there will be an error element. So this method is going to be a better way. Okay, so this is basically shown to you so that you can understand what happens when we are introducing multiple layers of conversions. Okay, so having mentioned that, let me move on to the next one. So this is to find the percentage of DL users. So that is going to be equal to number of DL users are 12 divided by 48 multiplied with 360. So 6, I'm going to use 6 8s of 48, 6 6 are 36, 60, and then we can have 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 2 divides here 30 times, so this is 90 degrees. Next is percentage of OF users. Number of OF users are 10 divided by 48 multiplied with 360. 6 8s are 48, 60, and 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 15 is 60, 2 divides here 5 times 15 is 75 degrees. Percentage of other users. So this is going to be, other users is going to be equal to, you have 6 divided by 48 multiplied with 360. 6 8s are 48, 2 divides here, or 4 divides here 2 times, 9 times 4 is 36, so it's 90, 2 divides here 45 times, right? So this is 45 degrees. So we need to divide the entire pie in these degrees. So let's do that. Now what we are being given is, we are being given this line. Okay, so this is the center. Let us take the center. We've been given this line. Okay, it's given in the question itself. Okay, this point is given. Now to get a perfect division, we need this instrument, the protractor. So we have to plot this 90 degree. This is coming over here. So I plotted 90 degrees. So 90 degrees is what? DL users. So this point is going to be DL users. So from this same point I can have this as the region. Now we need to plot from 90, we need to have 150 degrees. So we need to have this 150 degree plotted. So let's see how to do that. So what I'm going to do to plot this 150 degree, just keep the protractor on this line, and you take the measure of 150 degrees. If you see here, 150 degrees is actually coming right over here. So this is the 150 degree angle. So what you can do is you can connect that 150 degrees. It's connected. So this is going to be WT users. Okay. So now we need to have a 45 degree. So this is going to be my reference line. Okay. So with this we will have to get this 45 degrees. So let's see how to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my protractor on this line. So with this line being the reference point, my 45 degrees is going to be coming somewhere over here. So this is the point, right? So if you were to reference that and place the point, this would be my 45 degrees. Okay, so this is 150 degrees. This is 45 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. So 90, 150, right? So that's going to be 240. 45, this is going to be 285. So obviously this will be 75. Right, you need to account this 75 because this is plotted, this is plotted, this is also plotted 75. So this is going to be my 75 degrees. Okay, so that is the end of this beautiful question. Right, so what are the important knowledge points they are asking us? Is foremost, we have to know how to represent the data using the pi. To make sure that we are able to divide or distribute the data properly, we will have to adopt this conversion. So this is also another important knowledge point, how to transform the data into a visual representation. Right, that's exactly what we are doing here. Of course, I have given you two representations, so one for percentage calculation and the other one is using the angle format. So there are two differentiations in this case. If we were to go towards the percentage representation, there is an extra term of 0.120 value that is being introduced. This is the errors that is being introduced because of the layers of transformation. So that is usually a mathematical concept. To avoid that, we directly go into the angle representation. So having mentioned that, you practice this question. We move on to the next one. Okay, question. We are also given another data. We have 200 boys and 250 girls taking Spanish. Okay. Exam. So let me draw the table first. So you have boys and girls. So this is the grade distribution: grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, the total and standard deviation. So grade 1, we are not given any information for boys, but 62 girls secure grade 1. Grade 2, no information for boys. 75 girls secure grade 2. Grade 3, no information for boys. 90 girls secure grade 3. Grade 4, no information for girls. 30 students secure grade, 30 boys secure grade 4. Grade 5, 8 boys secure grade 5, but no information is given for girls. Total number of boys 200, total number of girls 250. Standard deviation is 8.2. Standard deviation is 6.3. So the first question is find the probability of a girl chosen scores grade 1. So the formula is probability of a girl selected or chosen getting grade 1 is nothing but, how many girls are there in grade 1? 62. Total number of girls 250. You multiply it with 100. 0 0 gets cancelled, and then so if you evaluate this, you get 24.8%. Now what is the meaning of this? The meaning is the probability of selecting a girl with grade 1 as a success of 24.8%. Now you can also give it as a probability number. Okay, so you can write it like this: a probability of selecting a girl with grade 1. So you don't have to convert or get the percentage for this. You can simply find 62 divided by 250. So that is going to be 2 divides 3 times, 1 time, 2 divides here 1 time, 2 time, and 5 times. 2 2s are 4, 1, 5. So 31 over 125. So what I've done here is I've given you 2 data points. Now there's a lot of difference between giving the value in percentage 24.8 and giving the value like this 31 over 125. Now if you were to be provided with this information, your visualization is limited. But if you were to say the probability of selecting a girl with grade 1 as a success of 24.8%, it means this visualization is totally different. So that is the reason I have represented in 2 ways. So it is up to you which way you want to represent. So based on that, you can since they are dealing with the probability, you can just represent it in this fashion. And let us move on. What is the next point is what is the probability? Okay, they are asking us to find the probability of selecting a boy whose grade is between 1 and 3. Now we are not given any data points for 1 and 3, but we are given the grades for 30 and, or I would say grade 4 and grade 5, that's 38. So number of boys scoring between 1 and 3 is equal to total number of students are 200. From 200 you take away 38. So what do you get from 200? You take away 38. So 10, 2, and this is 9. From 9 you take away 3, you get 6, and the value is 162. So therefore the probability of selecting a boy with grade 1 between 1 and 3 is 162 divided by 200 boys are there, right? So 2 divides here 8 times, 2 divides here 1 time, 2 divides here 100, so it's going to be 81 divided by 100. Okay, so you can reduce this. If you want to get the percentage, you multiply by 100. So what do you get? 81% probability if you are going to be selecting a student. So clearly this conveys a different meaning to this. Okay, so let me let me write this value here, 81 over 100. That means 0.81. Okay, this is the probability value number. This will be just a number, but this is a percentage. Okay, so as I mentioned to you, both these they convey a different meaning altogether. This gives immediately, this fires your visualization with regard to the data. Okay, the next point is we will have to actually talk about the standard deviation. Okay, now the standard deviation for boys is equal to 8.2. The standard deviation for girls is 6.3. So standard deviation of boys is greater than the standard deviation of girls. So this means the data for boys are more spread. This is the word you have to use, spread out. Okay, spread out, or you can use the word distributed over its range.